Tectone reacting to a 2-year-old video about Shadman. Little bit of a lighthearted thing, more than the Chris Tyson thing, but you know, I like Tectone. I think he's a
What
funny
happened
little
to
guy.
Shadman?
He's everybody's little bro.
Okay.
And he's
It
bald,
feels like it's been a
so
Here we
while
go.
since I've done a purely drama video. While videos about ongoing situations like this one used to be the bread and butter of my channel, in recent times I've taken a slightly different approach to focus on more internet history rather than ongoing stories.
Yeah.
So consider this upload a return to form.
Wait, this is Turkey Tom? I
Yep.
heard about this dude the other day, and I was making fun of this dude's goofy ass name. I was like, Turkey Tom, Pasta Pete, Pickle Pete.
Do you
Who
not
the
like
fuck
turkey?
Is this? Yes, somebody said, have you ever heard of Turkey Tom? And I'm like, what? Am I in New Jersey asking around like I'm a mafia boss? Goofy ass name, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
1 year ago, I released a video about someone who you're likely already familiar with.
Yeah,
Shadman
everybody
was
knows who
arrested
Shadman
in
is.
LA for assault with a deadly weapon.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that in a couple of videos,
Shadman
people
got
were
arrested.
saying that all Shadman made was child porn. It's
No.
actually not true. Once again, they definitely do still make.
It's not all he made, but it is the thing that made him like grow so much. Like it's the thing that he made, right? It's not all he made, but it's the thing he made.
That shit. But there's another video of them making this nun who has to go repent for their sins, and then they go to a confessional box, and then this other nun goes on the other side and shoves her ass through the window, and then the other nun has to pull out the anal beads, then eat her asshole. So
What?
just want to get the old facts. Get the old facts right here, guys. Why do you know this? Because somebody sent that to me with that exact same message. So I got educated yesterday.
Fucking
Of
what?
all the things you'd be charged with, I was not expecting this, although he is crazy, right?
As one of the original faces of the Newgrounds community, Shad first
Oh,
became
yeah, I
popular
forgot
with his
about this.
controversial artworks, branding himself as a man willing to draw what no one else dared.
Why the fuck? What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is bro looting Mewtwo? What the fuck?
Because Mewtwo got the thighs,
Who
bro.
wants to fuck Mewtwo, bro?
And willing to draw
Internet
what
weirdos.
no one else dared. No joke was off limits
That's
for
insane.
Shad, and as a result, he also
Yeah.
became a figure for free speech
Shit
in
was
the online
fucking weird.
world when his
Free
website,
speech, my dick and
shadbase.com,
balls.
was removed.
Man, he's so based. Man, he's so based for drawing child porn. Holy God, this guy's
Yeah.
so epic.
By his
Basically.
internet
He's
service
so
provider,
cool.
a
Yeah.
large portion of the community came together to defend his right to freedom of expression, including
It's
YouTubers
worse.
like Elvis the Alien.
Yep. Yeah,
Elvis
there's
even
nothing
hired
about
Shad
Shadiverse
to
that
do
is
a number of
respectful.
contract jobs for him on his YouTube thumbnails.
People-
drawing
mostly Shadbase
suggestive
ruined The
versions
Incredibles.
of popular characters to draw in
Okay, but like this is like here's the thing. If this was all Shadman did, it'd be fine.
viewers. What I suspect
The
Elvis
problem
didn't
is
know at the time, or at
the
least
other
what I
stuff,
hope he
right?
didn't
Motherfucker
know,
was one of
is
the
that
best
the
animators
reason
of all.
his
You
website was
died of
taken
cancer.
down
Yeah.
is also the reason that his ISP dropped him. Shad had
Yep.
been drooling over 12-year-old actress Daphne Keene in Discord messages, and shortly thereafter decided to publish a piece
Yeah,
of artwork
that shit
of her
was
being
fucking
did by her
disgusting.
co-star, Hugh Jackman, as Wolverine. News of the art's existence reached back to Daphne's management, who promptly sent
What
Shad a
the
cease and desist.
Oh, I didn't know about this. You know when you learn about something and then it retroactively makes all of your memories slightly better? It's like, this like made everything that I knew about Shadman after this moment feel just that much better, knowing that he got dick slapped by Hollywood lawyers for doing the shit that he did. Oh, that feels so good to know.
As a result, he was also dropped by his website host.
Yep,
Holy
fuck.
shit! Look what I found here. Alright, people ruin everything. Thumbnail, Shadbase. Your movie sucks. Shadman ruins everything. Here, look at this tweet right here. Alright?
Weird art, very weird, but I'm in full support of your website and the people that demand this art that I'm personally critical of.
Elvis
What?
the Alien. This was after the legal shit He says, weird art. This is in 2017. Weird art, very weird, but I'm in full support of your website staying up.
Bruh.
It's
I
the
don't like. Here's the thing: the website wasn't like forcefully taken down. That's not what happened. The website was taken down because the people keeping the website up realized what it was being used for and said, "Nope, we want nothing to do with you." And so they just took it down. So it's like, absolutely, the website should be taken down at that point.
people that demand this art that I'm personally critical of.
In 2017, it was commonplace to defend
Bro!
Shad, even for
Yeah, no,
behavior
that was
like
fucking weird.
this. It was as recent as 2020.
Okay, but like the whole, cosplaying the character. The character looked badass. Like, let's be honest. And Belle Delphine looks like a kid, so she'd absolutely be Shadman's type.
That popular e-girl, Belle Delphine, even did a scantily clad cosplay of him, showing that he still had people openly admiring him, fangirling him, and defending him.
Belle Delphine doing this is not fangirling for Shadman or admiring Shadman. This is purely just her taking advantage of something that is popular and, putting on a mask and bikini and selling her product.
A lot of people were openly fans of Shad's art and even his brand, either ignoring or fully embracing the more unsavory parts of his life. Because, hey, he's weird, but he's not that bad. Right? What kind of
Yeah,
No, he's
Yeah. Not that
kinda
bad.
that bad.
he kind of
like,
is, yeah.
Like, he is kind of that bad. What the fuck?
audience is he looking to attract? And what kinds of things does he want them to say
What
about the
the
subjects of his
fuck?
drawings?
That's
On
such
an
a weird
unrelated note,
picture,
here are
dude.
some images of Shad's fans getting the underage people depicted to sign his
Ew.
artwork. Show Shad stating that he'll be rewatching the film alone so that he can once
Bro, why is it so hard to just draw adults in 2024, man? I don't get it.
again
Exactly. It's like, how is it hard to just not, lewd kids?
see his girl, Daphne Keene. While
I just
some
don't
have
get it,
shed
bro.
doubt on the veracity of these messages, it's hard to believe they're not real when only 3 days later, Shad posted an 8-image set of the actress being brutally molested onto his website. She is
Jesus
depicted
Christ.
severely beaten, scarred, and covered in urine. At the time, she was only 12. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is that bad. And
Yeah.
for some reason, no one had put the pieces together. Today, it's very rare
You ever like never hear about something and then you realize how happy you were to have never heard of it? Also, if this is Shadman, I guarantee you there's a reason why he wears that fucking mask.
Oh yeah,
He's
he's a
probably
fucking
pretending
twink.
to be some fucking Giga Chad alpha male, but I
Yeah.
bet you he looks stupid as fuck.
That is correct, actually. That is absolutely correct. Tectone fucking read him like an open book. Shadman actually looks like the Trump shooter.
that you'll see someone openly defending
like,
the Shad-based
wimpier
brand,
somehow.
with most having realized how truly disgusting his history is, and instead deciding to drop any prior defense they'd made of him. The Shadman name went from that of an internet provocateur, complete with SS-inspired uniform, to that of a man who had been using freedom of speech as an excuse to profit from an audience of creeps.
Shadman
Exactly.
has been known for drawing
True.
pornography of real-life children in multiple occasions, including actors like Daphne Keene, the young girl in Logan, LT Corbis, who was known as Soph and then quit YouTube, who was 11 at the time, and Keemstar's daughter, who I believe is
Okay, that fucking photo. That photo just caught me off guard. That fucking photo. Oh my god.
7. All of this
He looks like
behavior
a
is
fucking
inexcusable,
gnome.
and for an incredibly long time, Shadman's behavior was excused.
I mean, let me explain this for you here, guys. Now,
Oh man,
how
that's so funny.
how can he profit off of doing shit like that? Well, okay, have you guys ever seen whenever I shit talk lolly porn
Yeah.
on stream? And do
There's a
you
lot
guys
of
see
creeps online. Oh my god,
how
Eggy, so
upset
cute.
so many people get?
Such a
Yeah, the
cute little
lolly
buddy.
community is fucking huge.
Yep.
Now, once again, I'm not saying that liking lolly porn makes you a pedophile.
I am.
Right? I don't think people that like lolly porn should immediately go to jail.
I also don't think you should immediately go to jail. I just think that, you should know that, that's what that makes you.
However, and I
Like, and I've said this before, but like the philia, right? The attraction of, like sexual feelings directed towards children. there's nothing here that says that if the the children are cartoons, then it doesn't apply. Like lolicon shit is like it's a kid. The only reason you'd find that attractive is if you like kids.
I want to quote somebody else here.
What's
If
that?
you like furry porn, right, that's probably because you like furries. So if you like lolly porn, well, you know, what do you think that means? If you like gay porn, then you probably like gay people, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, once again, want to
I mean, he probably misquoted the fuck out of that. But like, if you're a dude and you like gay porn, you probably like other dudes. If if you like furry porn, you probably like, you know, the furry shit, right? If you like porn with women, you probably like women. So if you like porn with kids, why would that not apply? Like, obviously you like kids,
say,
so it's fucking
I'm
weird.
not saying that everybody who is a lolicon is a pedophile.
I am.
But probably a lot more likely to be one. Does that make sense?
Excused and excused by everyone in and around his friend group.
As of the release of my video,
Oh,
Shad's
boy.
relevance had already faded for some time. The
Yeah.
internet has changed a lot
People
since his
kinda
heyday,
stopped
and his
caring
production of
about him.
content had slowed down considerably. But it would be in
Well,
2021
yeah, because he
when
started actually like getting sued.
his true sense of despair
Wait, 2021? He was active still?
began to show. The following is going to contain a lot of rumors and basically hearsay that has come out about Shad as of recent, so you're welcome to take much of this with a grain of salt.
Right. Fallout? That's that video game I like.
Spaz Kid was one of Shad's strongest defenders back in the day, coming from the same area of the internet and having
Those
years of
suspect
friendship
Discord things weren't his Cancerous public server. And for context, I'm pretty sure it's just risque jokes, of which he's probably taken too far. He's dumbass for doing that stuff, but he's not that much of a dipshit to court children and do weird shit like that. Yes, he is. We know he is. He has. What are you talking
of
about?
friendship with him. It appears the two have had
Just
a
block me
falling
instead
out
of muting,
from a
you
Twitter
pussy.
thread
Nope.
from October 2nd.
Like never block, always mute. You want to know why? Because if you block, they can go to your profile, see that you've blocked them, and then they screenshot that and make fun of you. If you mute, all they know is that you stopped giving a fuck about what they say, and so they're left just fucking screaming at the void. No.
2nd of 2021.
Yeah, this is just
Why
cringe.
does Spaz Kid sound familiar?
This all begins with Spaz Kid asking
Can I Google this name? Or no? Yeah, why not? Okay.
Oh, boy.
Looks like it's just a dude. Oh, this is Newgrounds. Damn, this shit was fucking old.
Yeah.
Dude, I saw this shit when I was in like fucking high school, bro. Damn, this shit's a throwback. What the fuck?
Shad why he muted him. Shad then responds by telling him to burn in hell. Spaz then calls him a pussy for muting him, and then indicates that the two were in the middle of a conversation when he was actually muted. Shad says that he is ignoring his friend, which is where we get some real substance to the
got better people to
conversation.
talk
You're a
to.
fucking idiot, keeping up your stupid facade and higher than thou persona. No one cares. Hypocrite
Damn,
alert,
bro is
and
mad.
attached here
You're more. I'm trying to get through. I'm being genuine when I say I can't stand the stupid meme shit you do. I've never liked it or thought it was funny. Trying to get through to you adults who lost
is a
all sense
screenshot of a
humor.
conversation.
Guys, it's a joke. Do you have no sense of humor? Like, I get that I drew like the kid with like fucking 3 adults on top of the kid, but like, come on, it's a joke, guys. Do you have no sense of humor? What a fucking creep, dude.
Spaz Kid. I'm being genuine when I say I can't stand this stupid meme shit you do. I've never liked it or thought it was funny.
So
I'm
fucking
trying to
stupid.
get through you adults.
Seriously,
who
fucking
lost
peasants,
all
fuck
sense
off.
of
What a
humor
fucking
and take
weirdo.
the internet seriously. Like fucking
What a
peasants.
fucking
Fuck off.
loser, dude.
Spaz
Bro,
Kid.
screw
When you're
like
done,
the way he texts, by the way, that's just fucking like, I'm sorry, that's the worst fucking way to text. Like one word to spam it out, especially like I know people who do it that way, like they just talk really fast or they type really fast and they just type 1 or 2 or 3 words and then they send it. So that they're basically just overwhelming the text message, and so there's no way that you can keep up with them in a conversation, and so they feel like they won the argument by basically just spamming you out, and then they always refuse to do that to try and talk in like a voice call because they know they can't do the same shit because they have wimpy ass voices.
Follow me back,
Oh,
DM me,
damn,
and we can have a
bro.
real adult conversation. I'm gonna finish taking a nap. It seems that this adult conversation never took place.
Yep.
Spazkid and Shadman are no longer mutuals on Twitter. What
Oh,
this was going to be
no.
about can only
Do you know what's crazy? When in the year 2044, when the president's no longer being mutuals and quote retweeting each other's presidential campaigns, is going to be compared to and considered serious beef and
That'll be funny.
newsworthy on the internet.
be
That would be
speculated
funny.
on, but it is
Like
worth
the president and vice president start beefing until they just unfollow each other on Twitter.
that
Donald
they likely
Trump
never
didn't
made up
retweet
after
Joe
this.
Biden's daughter's
Shad has
birthday?
also spoken negatively about Chris
Very
being
bad
ONG
terms.
and Corey being Spazkid.
Corey okay, like his dad and dog in drag hit. Okay.
Since the
What a
occasion.
fucking
Those
weird.
following Shad's life have been remarking on his accompanying
What
schizo
the
post
fuck
for some
is the
time.
shit in
What
his
appear to be
background, bro?
genuinely incoherent ramblings from someone who is
Bro, he is smoking through the mask. That shit must stink so
said
bad.
nothing of substance or with any discernible meaning for some time. At first, people took these for simple jokes, but with the
That
frequency,
mask must
many
be fucking
suspected that something
disgusting.
was up. He even changed his bio to not important.
My name is not important.
Oh my
His
god.
bio to
This world.
Wait, this is the guy from Postal 1, right?
On Kiwi Farms, forum users commented on his apparent deterioration. I had to look through his Twitter timeline, and it seems like his
He's
mental
so
health has
cool.
been spiraling for at least a year.
Good.
His posts have been somewhat
Wow.
nonsensical, and at times he's been sort of shedding the persona that he built up. I don't know if he started doing drugs or what, but
Oh, for
clearly
sure he
something
has.
happened around the end of
For sure he has. Like, you can't just do all of the bad stuff and then just like, no, dude, like, you don't get it. Like, I don't do, like, no, like, I only do, like, the meme stuff. It's like, nah, fuck
2020,
off.
which is culminating now.
Ain't no way.
On October 16th, news
Oh, boy.
came out that Shad was allegedly addicted to opioids. This was mostly
No
gossip
way.
built on the foundation of images Shad had posted to his
Okay, I'm gonna ask you crazy questions, and it's gonna show my innocence a lot. Chat, what the fuck is an opioid? Can anybody
Drugs.
explain that shit to me?
It's
Is that a
just
Pokemon? What the
opium-based
fuck
drugs.
does that mean? Drugs. Okay, and
Yeah.
what do these drugs do? So he's addicted to painkillers. Why is that a bad thing? They make you feel good, drug you,
Yeah.
make you happy, easily abused. Oh, okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
own
That's
Twitter
It's opioids are basically anything that's painkiller related almost.
of his room, which, to be frank, does look like a messy crack den, but that doesn't prove anything on its own. In addition to this, pictures of Shad's face were also released
Wait, was
online,
that-
but that doesn't prove anything
Oh, comment comp. I was like, what the fuck?
on its own. In addition to this, pictures of
iDubbbz
Shad's
being
face
based
were also
post
released online,
2020?
and people
What?
began making fun of his appearance,
These
given how
bad zeros are cringe, lol, not trying to get this video taken down for
little
it.
it resembles his drawings and carefully crafted persona.
Yeah,
Not
like
thinking
he would
much
draw himself as like this super buff dude, like with just the forearms exposed and the muscle on his arms and all that shit, and smoking through the mask, and like bro was just an absolute giga chat, and then IRL he's like the skinniest motherfucker out there. Opioid is not just painkillers, I know, but like when somebody says, opioid addiction, usually you can assume that they're talking about painkillers, because the few that aren't painkillers, it's like it's something else, and they usually specify what that is.
much of it, I tweeted this out, not really caring whether or not it was true because, firstly, it kind of reads as a joke, and secondly, even if it is believed and somehow not true, I don't really think the guy deserves a break. Shad then tweeted out, "Turkey Tom addicted to my cock. What a slut."
That's a good comeback.
Fuck.
That's a good ass comeback.
What the fuck?
That's a good ass comeback, I'm just saying.
Seeing an opportunity, I did what I felt was right.
Correct. Better comeback. Honestly, Shadman hit back with a good comeback. Turkey Tom hit him even harder. Like,
That'll do it.
yep. I feel like
That'll do
Turkey
it,
Tom
man.
won that
Good
one.
man.
Shad responded to many of his own replies, seemingly upset about what I had said, even asking one
Nah.
person, possibly in jest, for my address. This was not the first time Shad had tweeted about me. He had once remarked that my future didn't look too good on Twitter, and I suspected that he was talking about me in private. I was
Damn, no
right,
shit.
with one content creator tweeting a screenshot of him mentioning me in a conversation that had nothing to
They were
do
more
with me.
entertaining.
I
Turkey
then
Tom, essentially. I've only seen 2 of your videos a while back. You're just gonna
received a long
Ah.
message from a creator who I
Wow.
consider trustworthy regarding
kind of
the
have a
subject
heart
Okay, I'm
for
gonna ask
Turkey
another
Tom.
question. Chat, what the fuck is OVO? I'm gonna need somebody to let me know.
It's just
what,
OO.
what does that mean?
It's just-
Drake's company.
It's just OO.
Drake Click, Drake's brand. Okay. All right. Drake's label organization. Okay, great.
Of Shad. I'm going to keep their identity
It's just
private, but
OO.
I'll read out some of the most important parts here. What triggered me to finally watch your video was getting some of these schizoid DMs. I'll spare you the DM reading, it's nonsense. Just a
Right.
smattering of random art from his past, unrequested. Doubt you want to see that.
Yeah,
Looks
no
like
one
he's
does.
just going through old
That shit's
photos
weird.
and wants people.
Like, there's some of the stuff that he would make that was okay, but like, it's just so weird. Like, people tried to say that J Lullaby was just as bad, but like, at least J Lullaby draws adult women, you know?
To react to them, and that's because his work has dried up and he has no serious income outside of the internet,
Yep.
which you sort of need to pay rent in LA. But if you want my
True.
personal
And by the way, like, I'll say this a million times. If you're a content creator, why the fuck are you moving to LA unless you like have a big business deal there? Like, if you're like going to a podcast, if you're like going to Impulsive or some shit, like, sure, go to LA, but don't fucking live in LA. What are you doing? The price of living there is like so much higher than it needs to be. Live somewhere else. You're a content creator, for fuck's sake. Just literally live wherever the fuck you want. Live somewhere where you can afford to be.
opinion, knowing the
Weirdos.
circle of people he turned against, and the kind of work people like him seek.
But yeah.
Also, the fact he's done favors for no one. His outburst is due to money issues and a dying audience.
Yep.
Porn
Here's
illustrators
what I
are getting
genuinely don't get. Why the fuck would anybody live in
Tax evasion is
LA
apparently
to be a
very easy
content
there,
creator
so
and
I've heard.
stream on the internet?
The thing is, tax evasion is easy everywhere so long as you know the right people, right? Like, because here's the thing, you don't want to actually evade taxes. You want to pay your taxes so that you can use all of your money and not have to worry about it. The thing is, you want to pay as little taxes as possible. And for that, you don't need to be in LA, you just need to have a good accountant. Being in LA is just like completely stupid.
Internet. So let me get this right. You're gonna spend
Getting slaughtered by Twitch and OnlyFans.
$5,000
Yup.
a month in rent for a 1,000 square foot apartment, so that way you can use the internet alone in your room, bro. These VTubers who live in
So
LA
fucking
are
stupid.
so fucking dumb. It's
Correct.
ridiculous.
Bro, like, I'll be honest. You want to know how much I pay for rent? 100 euros. That's it. That's my rent. I pay 100 euro rent. Why? Because I live in a fucking apartment that my parents own. Like, just live in your parents' house, dude. If you can't do that because of whatever, like, just pay your parents' rent. Do whatever you can to reduce your fucking cost of living. Why the fuck are you like going out of your way to make your own life harder? It's so dumb. Like, don't fucking live in LA, one of the most expensive places you could live in. It's so dumb. Not to mention the quality of life in LA is garbage.
It is fucking ridiculous how fucking dumb they are.
Yeah.
Like, just move to Austin. It has better internet, lower prices for cost of living, and all the same level of connectivity as far
Yeah.
as goes for content creator collabs. It makes no fucking sense.
slaughtered by Twitch and OnlyFans in pandemic
So
times.
stupid.
There isn't enough support cash to flow around for all of these new people. Hell, there aren't even really conventions for them to cash in on anymore. Drugs, however, continue to flow like wine in LA. He's likely on pills, like a lot of content creators.
That's
but
also
I
a
just
thing.
keep calling
Yeah.
it heroin anyways, because it's funny. Shad had previously taken a step back from the internet to focus on some industry work, which I
Yeah,
guess would
industry
be paying pretty
work.
well if it took him away from
Just
online
doing thumbnails, I
commitments.
guess.
However, based on how things are going now, my theory is that the work has either been completed for some time and he hasn't gotten any more, or word of his online activity led to him losing the job. A lot of people have been saying that Shad's art is and always was bad. It kind of happens when someone is
wasn't
hated,
bad.
everything they've ever done is pulled into the category of disgusting and
Like,
terrible.
see,
And I get the sentiment, but
this
I
picture
disagree.
isn't a
Shad
bad
is
picture,
clearly
but,
a
like,
talented artist
yeah.
in some respects. Outside of the shop
The problem
Yeah,
is what he would
drew a
choose
lot
to
of
draw.
Normal ass shit.
Yeah.
You know, he really did draw a lot of normal ass shit. That being said, he still made a lot of fucked up shit. It's like we can just lie and like make someone seem worse, but like Shad's already bad enough as it is. So
Yeah,
we
you don't gotta
need to
fucking
make
do
the
that.
guy
Like, here's the thing.
worse.
If you misrepresent reality to make your point, you're not like, you know, doing something bad for the greater good. You're not like a dark anti-hero. No, you're just a lying liar who's lying. That's it. If you lie to make your point, you've lost your point. You're just lying.
works. That's why it's fine to talk that Adolf Hitler was a painter, right?
Yeah.
Like, we don't need to say he sucked at painting.
Yeah, Adolf Hitler, we know he wasn't a good painter. Like we've seen the paintings, he was okay, right? But from a professional point of view, like he was just bad. I'm not gonna pull it up because I really don't feel like it right now. But like you could see like the perspective was all off, right? But he liked animals. He was apparently very good with his wife and very good with kids. Kids loved him. You can say that and still understand that he was a complete piece of shit who led to the deaths of millions of people. Like the two are not like it's not a paradox, it's not an oxymoron to say that both are true.
To get the fact, we get that Hitler's bad. We don't
Yeah.
need to lie and say he was bad at painting too.
Yeah,
Like, we
it's
don't
like
need to
stupid.
say that. You know what I'm saying?
Shock value, he's decent at drawing. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
he decided to put that second to his weirder tendencies, and now appears to have lost a lot for it. Up until this point in the story, things had gone basically how I predicted. Shad was losing relevance, Shad was sad about that, he was in a dark place.
Is that Toph naked on his wall? Oh no, that's Zone 10.
As a result of
fucking
losing
weird.
his online fame, and as a result, he was spitefully tweeting about me and messaging people about me because he's a very sad guy.
Yeah.
I was wrong. It got worse. Shadman
How
had been
did it get
inactive on
worse?
Twitter
Oh,
for a
right,
few
the
weeks, missing in
arrest.
action. But on November 11th,
that was in
news came out that
2021.
he was
I thought that was
arrested in Los
pre-COVID.
Angeles for assault with a
Damn.
deadly weapon. This was
Jesus.
complete with court booking documents confirming that it was indeed him.
For assault with a deadly weapon. Now, I don't really know what to say here.
Why do you do
that?
Because he's stupid. That's
Connor
it.
told me this, right? Now, the charge level is a felony, by the way.
Yep.
Of all the things you'd be charged with, I was not expecting this, although he is crazy, right?
As for his current status, many instantly assumed
Drugs
that
and
he would be
stupidity.
incarcerated for a considerable amount of time. However, according to legal documents, he did make bail. One forum user gave some interesting personal insight. The way it works in California is that if you can make bail and you are no longer in custody, you can then be 5150'd for 3 days and 5250'd for 14 days after that. This
fuck
happens
does that
when people
mean?
have a
Fuck, am I
psychotic
supposed to
break
know what that
or are
means?
stupidly high on drugs. You are no longer in law enforcement custody at that point, so all public records show you as released. Instead, it is a medical hold, and all records about your status, including that you were even 5150'd at all, are sealed under privacy rules. When you're
Oh.
finally released from the medical hold, there is also no
Oh, okay, so that means you
notification
go
to anyone
crazy,
since it's
okay.
still private. If you're trying to
Interesting.
avoid attention, it's actually a good way to keep people in the dark about your status. The cops usually do this out of genuine concern for the welfare of the accused and the welfare
Sure.
of the public. However,
Sure.
they can also do it as an added way to fuck with someone. In practice, what happens is that you silently vanish from the jail and are discreetly hauled out to the care facility. Many speculated that, at
Okay,
least for the
that
moment,
makes sense.
Shad was in one of these mental health facilities. Although, he recently came back to Twitter to announce his own release. Meanwhile, the news of his life
Stupid.
falling apart and the events around it would continue to permeate the internet, as did the memes.
It reveals that the
Shadman staring at the black tar heroin on the table.
31-year-old has reportedly been booked under Section
man.
245, which under the California Penal
Drawing that
Code
shit at
carries
31
charges
is
for assault
insane.
with a deadly weapon.
So depending on how severe it
What
was,
did he say?
California Penal
Drawing that
Code
shit at
carries
31
charges for
is
assault
insane.
with a deadly weapon.
Drawing Genshin? Is that what he said?
So 45, which under the California Penal
Drawing that
Code
shit at
carries
31
charges
is
for
insane.
assault
Oh,
with a
drawing
deadly
that shit at
weapon.
31.
so depending
Oh, yeah.
on how severe it was, if
That's
they
fucking
add
weird.
charges, if he takes a plea deal or whatever, yeah, he could go to prison. He could go to California, Los Angeles
Yeah.
prison for 4 years. What a fucking nightmare. An absolute nightmare. This tweet, by the way, I guess I'm the one that broke the news to Twitter.
I feel like if he went to prison, he'd probably do okay there by just drawing, lewd pictures for the other guys there. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure he'd draw something and somebody would recognize him, and that would end up with him getting shanked in the shower for drawing kids.
It was some complete random. He registered to the site just to post this information from Unicourt. But this has like 7,000 likes, 17,000 likes, 7,000 retweets, which is like crazy.
What the future holds for Shad is unclear. My guess is that he will continue
Who else
to
but
fade
Shad,
into
man?
irrelevance as he tries
So here's what I'm getting. So Shadman is a deranged lunatic who draws child porn. Okay,
Yes.
Tries to
great.
coast off of whatever part of him
All
lives
right.
That's
on
about
in
right,
3
actually,
and
he's
technically.
4-year-old
falling off
shit
because he's weird as
posts.
shit.
Shad arrested, Chris Chan in jail, and
Wait, what?
Iran in
And
3
now
and
he's falling
4-year-old
off because
shit
he's weird as
posts.
shit.
Shadman in court trying to draw the judge having sex with Wally before he's sentenced to 3 years in jail. Hiya, Maggie. Welcome to the
Arrested,
stream. We're
Chris Chan
talking
in
about
jail, and
Shadman.
Lotax has passed away. It
Ugh.
appears that the year of the cow has come to pass.
The year of
But
the
on
cow,
a more personal
what?
note, it is kind of sad to think about. Imagine being over 30 years old, with very little chance of getting any kind of industry job. Your connections have pretty much dried up. You are basically broke, and your only claim to fame, your only legacy,
That you
drawing
drew kids getting
child.
fucked.
Made some girls for the first time. Turned out pretty good. I
is that you
fucking
like
love
to
Gyoza.
draw children being raped on the internet. A sad, sad fate.
Yep.
Shadman, more like sad man. Guys, don't we feel bad for him?
No.
Meanwhile,
the fuck?
his only defenders will be people like Stamper TV, who
the
type
fuck is
some
that?
very unhinged shit in their community tab on YouTube. And really brace yourselves here, alright? There are some stunning defenses, alright? He makes some really great points, he makes some really great arguments.
Does
and
he?
honestly, after them, I expect people to be real quiet about Shadman. Let me tell you what I think about Shad, so you can shut the fuck up already. I have nothing but respect. If the wants to shoot people for a living, he probably has a good reason. Hands
Does he?
down, one of the best people I've ever met in my
I
life.
doubt that.
And live.
I mean, look, if you've only met like 2 people and, one of them was a serial a serial sex offender and the other one was Shadman, like sure, by that metric, yeah, Shadman's the better of the two, but like I feel like it says more about the people you hang out with than about Shadman if you say this.
With for a long time. Get a life of your own for a change. It's genuinely creepy and pathetic how hard you sneak around, digging for potential gossip
Yeah, I
to
don't know about
spread.
that
Let
one,
me put
dude.
it
Yeah,
this
no,
way.
that shit
Oni
weird.
would shoot his own mother in the face if $1 was involved. Fuck that twice.
I don't know
Bro,
about
stop
that
saying
one.
the N-word. What's wrong with you?
Now, if you'd excuse me, I'm going to go back to being pathetic, snaking around, and digging for potential gossip to spread. And
Everybody
by
loves
the way,
gossip.
this is the last time I'm going to talk about Shad in a video, publicly, unless I really have to. I've been Turkey Tom. Thanks for watching, and until next time, leave me alone.
All right, see you, Titty Tom.
That's insane.
Bro,
What a
subbed.
good ass video, man. Okay,
Yeah, it's a good
well,
video.
we learned a lot, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so deranged,
Correct.
drug abuser,
Correct.
violent,
Correct.
child porn creator,
Correct.
and also probably ugly because he wears a mask. Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, you can
Okay,
look up
now we
his.
know the
You can look up what he
lore
looks
of,
like.
Chris-
Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm looking him up right now. Shadman real face. Like, like yeah, this him. Wait, you guys can't see it. I'm stupid. Because I'm not showing my thing. There you go. See, this is what he looks like. It's like yeah. He's not cool. He's pathetic.
Chris Tyson's favorite human being. Awesome.
But anyway, everybody knows that Shadman is pathetic, and now so does Tectone. So, Techie, I hope you enjoyed learning about internet history. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Cheers.